makes me a dope boy. All work and no play makes me a dope boy. All work and no play makes me a dope boy. All work and no play makes me a dope boy. Live in a secret, live in a lie, live in a dark.
What's up, YouTube? Maverick Hunter Justin back here with episode 9 of the P5G series. This is Pokemon 5th generation set list. Today we're going to go back to Unova. This is going to be my second 5th gen Pokemon. This is Scrafty. Probably in the top 2 or 3 of my favorite Pokemon out of the 5th generation. He's very bulky, decent speed, good attack stat. All around, he's just a really good Pokemon to have. He's Dark type and Fighting type, which actually is pretty nice. For Mono types, you can put him on the Fighting team and resist those Psychic. And for Mono Dark team, you can take care of any other opposing Darks that you have. On top of that, he really does get a nice move pool. He gets healing in Drain Punch, which is stabbed. He gets phasing in Dragon Tail. I think he might actually get Roar too, but he gets all 3 elemental punches. He gets good abilities. He gets Intimidate. He gets Moxie, and he gets Shed Skin. Moxie is a 5th generation ability. If you don't know, it basically every time this Pokemon knocks an opponent's Pokemon out, it raises your attack by 1 stage. So it's pretty good on sweeping sets, stuff like that. He's got some good setup moves. He's got Dragon Dance and Bulk Up. Really nice with both. This set today is actually going to be a Bulk Up set. I am not opposed to the Dragon Dance set. It's just, in my opinion, I just prefer the Bulk Up one just because I like the bulky sets more. But the Dragon Dance ones work just well with the Moxie. This is actually going to be a bulky set with max special defense kind of set, so he can kind of come in on those special hits, especially the resisted ones, or the immunity to Psychic is a nice free switch in. He can set up some bulk ups and just completely destroy things. It really does do a nice job. I mean, at first I was kind of surprised. Actually, one of my friends started using this. He had a mixed defenses one with bulk up, and I decided to make a special wall with bulk up, just because there's a couple things, and people come in with those focus blasts that they could actually take me out. But I mean, he's bulky. He can take things better than you think he can. But like I said, some people run the Dragon Dance. I've been swept by Dragon Dance with Moxie a lot. It's a very good thing to have. You could also do like a Dragon Dance rest or bulk up rest with Shed Skin. That's a really nice move, or a really nice move set to have. I like the Drain Punch for healing because I can stay awake. It's a stab, and on top of that, leftovers give me a nice chunk too. And you can really do whatever you want to. You could do a toxic stalling. It's just your preference. So let's just get into this right here, and let's see what we got going on with this guy, Scrafty. Like I said before, he's got the 3 abilities in Shed Skin, which once you have a 3-turn window. Once per one of those 3 turns, you're gonna remove any status. Even freezing. If you get frozen, you have Shed Skin. The maximum turns that you're going to be frozen are only going to be 3 turns. It's just to roll the dice, 1 in 3 chance every turn to basically clear any status ailment. Which is really nice for the bulk sets who people try to toxic you or burn you. Because he's not a poison type or a fire type that's immune to stuff like, or steel to be immune to, toxic, or fire type immune to the Will-O-Wisp. Shed Skin is really nice on that to people who might try, or even if you get Parahex, Sleep, Freeze, anything. But especially the stalling ones that do residual damage, it's really nice to shed that off within 3 turns maximum, and especially because this is a physical set, to get rid of the burn. It's a really handy thing to do. Moxie is really good for any Scrafty set. Can benefit from Moxie, especially if you have Dragon Dance, and even more so Dragon Dance Substitute, because then you can dodge dodge the statuses that way, and then get the attack raise and just completely destroy things. Intimidate with the bulk sets actually do work pretty nice on the switch in, almost like a revenge kinda. You know, if you see somebody setting up you want to set up on, you could bring in like mine is a max special wall. You could have intimidate just to raise your defense a little bit more, give you a little bit more boost before you start setting up those bulk ups. It's just whatever you want to run. Alright, for the EV spread, I'm just going to do standard max special wall, 255 HP, 255 special defense. As you guys know, I don't worry about the 252, and then wasting the extra 6, because it's not going to give you more than maybe 1 point in any particular stat, so I don't even worry about it. Like I said, I am doing the bulk up set, so being a max special wall gives you really nice durability to take those special hits, and then the bulk up is going to make you durable on the physical side. And the nature just complements the special wall-ness, I guess. I'm a careful nature, which is plus special defense, so I'm completely max special defense now. With minus special attack nature, because I am a bulk up, so I'm using the physical attack versus the special. Alrighty, first and foremost, the first 2 slots I recommend you do not change at all. For this particular EV spread in this set, it's bulk up, which is the bread and butter of this set. Without it, this set's kind of useless. And Drain Punch, which is your main stab and your main source of healing. That's going to be the one that just goes around and around and around. You just smack things in the face with a boosted stab, Drain Punch, and heal back all that damage. You're going to be killing things, and it's just a sweep from then on out. I go with a stab crunch to get the dark on there because it's really nice type coverage, and then to round off the set for perfect coverage, I actually give it Dragon Tail for, like I said, not only coverage but for the phasing effect as well. Dragon Tail, like I've said before in previous videos, I think I had him on the Dragonite video, was it's a new move this generation. It is a dragon type move, as the name says, and it's negative priority like Roar and Whirlwind. It's got like 85 accuracy. It does have 75 power, so it's going to hit him. So it's basically Roar plus you're hitting him with a dragon move at the same time, so you're actually going to do damage as well. So it's nice. It's a nice little added boost to the standard phasing, because you're going to have that bulk up boosts. In case of you don't want to do crunch for different type coverage, you could do the Quake Edge. He does get Quake Edge, Earthquake, Stone Edge, with Drain Punch, gives perfect type combination there. It's just a matter of what you're trying to hit more for super effective at this point. You could go for a rest set because you are Shedskin, so you could just rest it off within the within the first 2 turns. Then you have 50% chance within the first 2 turns to wake up. Because rest only does for 2 turns and Shedskin's for 3, so you have even less turns to sleep than that. I didn't write it on here. I probably should have, but he does get all 3 elemental punches, not just Ice Punch. There's just not. The reason I wrote the Ice Punch on there, I used to run a set that was Drain Punch, Crunch, and Ice Punch, but after testing, Dragon Tail just is way better of a move. I mean, it hits Dragonite, Salamence, etc. It has all the Dragon types for super effective. It's not times 4, but it still hits them for super effective, and it has that phasing, so people cannot set up on you, because you have the Shedskin to not worry about being walled as far as Toxic and Will-O-Wisp people. And then you have the special defense to live any kind of special hit that people want to throw at you, barring any crits. And you have the physical side with the bulk up, that you can live any physical hits once you get set up, barring a crit. Because if you do get a critical hit on somebody, even if they have +6 defense or special defense, if you get a critical hit, it bypasses their stat changes. So it'll be as if those bulk ups or iron defense or amnesia, whatever you're using, weren't even there at all. So barring any crits, which is nobody can control that, this set's pretty good. So I had Ice Punch to hit just to hit certain pokes, mainly like bulky Dragonites, because Crunch wasn't doing enough. Drain Punch is resisted. He's got the multi-scale, and people usually do the max HP sets now because of the multi-scale. So I wasn't able to kill them off very well before. I originally had Crunch and Earthquake. So I switched out Earthquake for Ice Punch, and then I switched out later for Dragon Tail because I saw a lot of dancing pokes. I saw some nasty plot pokes, but the main reason was for calm minding Reuniclus. Because they could buy. I'm not having any moves to boost my special defense. It is high, but a Reuniclus with Life Orb and Magic Guard, with Calm Mind, it's just too powerful. There's no way I can live those Focus Blasts. If you know, I mean, barring any Reuniclus without any boost, I can live a Focus Blast just fine. Once they start Calm Minding, there's no way, because it is super effective. I can live one without any Calm Mind boost, but with the Calm Mind, I'm done for. So I put the Dragon Tail on there just because if I see any Pokemon that likes to set up without even batting a second eye to it, I'm just going to Dragon Tail them right out of there and not even going to put up with that shit. So then they're going to be fearing the phasing throughout the whole battle. I can kind of play mind games with them because they're like, okay, I don't want to go in there and do this because he's going to Dragon Tail me out. When in actuality, I can just hit him with a Drain Punch. It's really nice for mind games, kind of making your opponent try to predict you, and it's being pretty unpredictable. So I really like this set. It works out really nice. Like I said, you can use whatever moves you want as long as Bulk Up and Drain Punch are there. Any other move combination you want is, you know, all on you. For the items, I go with Leftovers because it's just that every turn you get that little 8%, or the 16th actually is what it is, not 8%. I don't know where I got that from. 1/16 health back every turn. It really is nice when you got people forcing the switch, or if you're Dragon Tailing people out, just to get a little bit of extra boost. You might, it racks up. It really does. It really does help. Rocky Helmet is very nice. If you've seen this on other ones before, Rocky Helmet gives you, every time you get hit with a physical hit, it does damage to your opponent. It's basically like the Iron Barbs or Rough Skin ability, only as an item. It's really nice because you're going to be bulking up, so if you get 4 or 5 bulk ups, you're going to be taking those physical hits like nothing you're eating for breakfast. So to have the Rocky Helmet get more residual damage, that's really nice. I've seen people run that before, and it's fun. I've used it a couple times. Chesto Berry is really nice for the Resto Chesto. That's more for the Dragon Dancing ones. If you do want to do that, for Dragon Dance with Rest with Moxie, and then just have the Chesto Berry to wake you up. That can work really well too. On the Shedskin one, there's not really any point because you're going to wake up soon anyways. But it's just dependent on if you want to wake up that turn. It just depends on what kind of team you're based around. So all in all, Scrafty is a great Pokemon. He's one of my, like I said, he's probably in my top 3 of my favorite Pokemon from Unova. The Dragon Dancing sets, if you're going to run a Dragon Dancing set, I didn't put it on this video because, like I said, I do prefer the bulk up one. That's just my preference. If you're going to run a Dragon Dancing set, I would recommend still using Drain Punch over High Jump Kick, just because you are going to be getting the health back, and once you're Dragon Dancing, you're going to be, and Moxie, you're going to have enough power anyways. You're not going to have to worry about using the 120 base power High Jump Kick. Drain Punch did get a boost, so now it has 75 base power instead of 60 as it was in 4th gen. So my advice, just do Dragon Dance, Drain Punch, and then whatever moves you want to do. You could do the Crunch Ice Punch like I used to have. You could do Quake Edge. You could do Drain Punch plus Bolt Beam punches with Dragon Dance. That's great coverage. It's perfect coverage. All 3 of those type combinations, perfect coverage. You could do a Rest set with Resto Chesto, like I said. I do recommend Moxie if you're going to do the Dragon Dancing one. Just because that every time if you get to set up on one Pokemon, kill it, and then get a second boost with it, so you get +1 speed and +2 then for attack, nothing else is going to be able to live that, especially if you do this is the max speed, max HP. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Go try out Scrafty. I'm going to have some videos posted up of Scrafty dominating the battlefield, and you can go watch those, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys all next time.